I'm Associate Professor Sarah Weiss, and just over my shoulder over here, you can see, if you look really hard, the somewhat famous silhouette of the Australian Commonwealth Parliament House here in Canberra, Australia, where today I'm going to talk to you about new public management. New public management is, as the name suggests, a relatively new approach to public administration, first developed in the early 1990s and championed by Professor Christopher Hood. New public management is important to us in our studies today because it has been extremely influential in changing the way public administrators approach their work. So we've seen a lot of non-Western countries attempt to introduce new public management style reforms. Well, what do NPM reforms look like? NPM reforms take a lot of key ideas from corporations and attempt to apply them into the public service. This includes things like using key performance indicators, increasing transparency and accountability in public service roles, and introducing more management and measurement models into the public service. So these things have been a pretty substantial shift for individuals working in the public service, particularly because it's resulted in a change from technocratic roles where people were in-depth specialists towards more generalist roles. The other thing that this has required is that public administrators themselves become really good at tendering and commissioning so that they can outsource portions of their work. In that building alone, last year, the Australian Commonwealth Government spent $562 million on outsourcing to consultants.
And because I can imagine that figure sounds crazy to you, here's a graph to prove it.
If you remember nothing else about NPM, remember that it represents the implementation of corporate-style management and measurement into the public administration, and that has led to a reduction in the number of technocrats in many public services throughout the world, and an increase in generalists, as well as a consequent increase in the employment of consultants and the outsourcing of public service work